Good morning, good morning, good morning, my wonderful members. Okay, so update on the class coming in here with what I was supposed to get done last night. I'm still working on it. I am having to put a lot of time and energy into my working of my shield and my inner child with the picture. So it's like I'm focusing the energy at the same time that I'm doing it. And it's like, okay, this is interesting how this is going. So it's kind of been a little bit of stop go on creating it. Good morning, Shatika. But I am working on it and I will have it done. It's just when you're working with your inner child and you're working on creating a good video, you have to take the time out. You got to take out the time to make sure the energy is right in every single aspect of it. So please be patient with that, with me on working with mine, because mine is really, really demanding of me. I'm noticing like my inner child has a lot of wants and I'm going, okay, so I'm working with her, she just kind of like, this is how we got to do it. This is how we got to do it. So I'm being very, very gentle with her and it's coming together. It is. Have you noticed some stuff with your inner child stuff, Shatika, since you started working on your picture and everything? Hello, Nancy. Like, have you guys noticed your inner child being demanding and really wanting total 100% focus? Like my inner child is doing everything she can to distract me. I'm noticing this. Have you guys noticed that with yours? When you're working on your aura and your energy stuff? Yes, but haven't had the time to finish it working my 2 jobs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Nancy, what about you? So it seems like our inner childs are really, really, really getting on to us about working a certain period of time during the day with our inner child. So mine's not the only one doing it. I've noticed this. I've got our daily card made, but I went to go and make, a new one, and mine wanted me to sing to her. So I sang to my inner child for over, I want to say like a good hour. And then she took me to, okay, we're going to do this one. And I started doing it, started working on it. And then she's like, no, you got to go back farther with me. And I'm like, oh gosh. So it's kind of like, I was going to do it on this one and put the shield around this one. I heard no. And like, she's just like, no, I want it done this way. I want it done in happiness. I want it done with you giving me 100% total love the entire time you're doing it. And I'm like, okay. You're in a bubbly mood. Okay, so your inner child's getting like happy go lucky. Mine is getting happy go lucky as long as I'm giving her 100% full attention. The second that I'm not, when I'm working through this with even making the video, like say somebody comes into the house, I don't want that in the background noise, so I have to pause it for a minute or something like that, or I get distracted or I have to go take care of something while I'm making it. I'm feeling like crud for even allowing myself to get interrupted. Have you guys noticed that at all with your inner child? Like weird things just suddenly start happening to get your attention. And so you're focusing directly in on yours. Mine is taking me to the fetus. Clear to the fetus is where my inner child has been taking me when it comes to working with her. And that was my intervention yesterday with my inner child. She's like, no, you got to go back farther. And I'm like, okay. So I got one wing outlined on it, on the coloring. And then she was like, take it to the fetus. I keep seeing the vision, take it to the fetus. So we're going to take it to the fetus. So that's going to be like where I'm going to be putting the shielding. Where we're going to be working the shielding first is going to go into the fetus energy and then into the inner child energy. So I have to take it further and deeper. And I was just going, okay, all right. And I was like, why is this? And I heard, because you're in a rebirth. I was like, okay, wait a second here. You mean to tell me I'm doing my own rebirth? And this is where it starts, is at the fetus. So we're going to the fetus. Like, this is knowledge I knew, but I didn't think I myself was going to have to go all the way back to the fetus. So I thought that was really interesting, which makes sense. It makes sense, actually, because I was in a rebirth when I left when I went to Peru last year at this time, and when I left, and then all that stuff happened with them and the disconnection. So it makes sense that I got to go clear to the fetus, and that's okay. I can do that. But it was just like every time I went to it, it was just kind of like, whoa, I can't believe this. And I was like, okay, why is this happening? And I seen me going to the fetus and singing a song while I was drawing it and creating it out. So I heard we have to step into the power of creation here. And I was like, okay, all right. So we're going to be using a lot of divine feminine energy in this creational energy. And we're going to be using a lot of complete 100% unconditional love and light in the making of this working that has to be done. And I can't get it done until I'm sitting in that flow of energy. And so I'm good with it, because you guys are going to learn something really, really cool through it. You're going to learn something real cool through it. And I've done this for other people before. Like I've helped them rebirth and doing it in this mannerism before. It's just, this is the first time I've had to do it for me. So it's okay. I don't know what you guys think about that, but if you guys have been having a little bit of a hard time getting yours done too, this might be one of the things. Maybe there was some stuff within your blueprint that has to be healed out from when you were in the fetus, when you were in the womb. And sometimes throughout life, as we go through and in the womb area, and you may have to go clear to the womb in that releasing process for the rebirth to occur. And that makes sense, like that makes sense to me. So yeah, we're going to get to today's card now. All right. Dolomite. I love this card. And I was like, Jesus, what's going on here? And I asked angels to help me pull the card. I got Dolomite, DOLOMITE. This is the card right here. Beautiful card, beautiful energy. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So no matter what you're going through right now, even with me going through this, you guys probably have your own little thing happening right now in the manifestation world. No matter what it is, keep your mind on a positive viewpoint. No matter what it is, no matter what you see, no matter how you see it, keep it on a positive note. Remember, we're working with our inner child right now. And if we get negative, they get negative. And our inner child, believe it or not, is the most powerful aspect of whom we are. The most powerful aspect of whom we are. So if we go into like a negative mindset right now, then our inner child's going to start manifesting all kinds of little bits of chaoses. Okay, I know mine does this. And so it's like really, really important to keep that extreme positive energy. So your development with your inner child is in that extreme positive energy. Like, don't let fear-based stuff come in your mindset while you're doing this kind of work. Yeah, I had some negative dreams this morning, and then I was like, okay, what's going on with my inner child? And it went straight to my inner child. like when I had like nightmares when I was a kid. These have been coming through over the past few days. And it's like, okay, whoa, this is what my inner child's healing up from. This is what, I'm healing up from as my inner child heals up from. What people don't understand is that in as our energy layers, okay, as our energy layers, I've got couple of minutes before we go on the morning show here. So, I'm still in my coat and stuff. So I'm gonna go through this really quick because I feel like this is important. I feel like this is important. Even though we have all these layers right here, and the outer layer carries our divine and holy blueprint, right? All these layers, all this energy, it is designed within the fetus. It's designed throughout that 9 months of a person becoming alive, becoming created, becoming who they are. So, you carry the genetical energy of your parents, of course, and you carry the energy vibration, of the love you're getting in from your parent, from your soul source energies, right? And the synergy of the two parents, which makes their DNAs will match out with yours, but your DNA is its original coded DNA, so you get a little bit from both sides, right? Within this energy, within this synergy. And that's how DNAs change and transform throughout time. Okay, so getting in a little bit deeper. And this isn't knowledge that I didn't have. This is just knowledge that I haven't used for a while. And so it kind of like going back into this is waking it all up. And I'm going, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense to me. And then, anything that had been blocking that energy comes to the forefront, and I'm like facing it out and getting it out of there, getting rid of it. So, and I'm doing it for me. It's like, teacher, heal thyself. Okay, I'm healing myself, man. I'm on it. I had a hard year, So going into this energy, you got to go to the root core, which is before birth. It's where your soul design was made. It's where the soul energy was made. Of course, babies are sung to when they're in the fetus, when they're in the womb. Babies are sung to when they come out. It's the nurturing, mothering energy. And so we're going to put the shields around the inner child, yes, but I got to put the shields around the fetus. So I'm going to start it there. And you guys are going to learn something that I've never taught to anyone. So don't take it lightly because, when you're thinking and you're putting it in there and you're thinking about you and who you were in the womb, you're literally putting your energy, your creation energy, your creation power into yourself. You're developing yourself and awakening into the purest innocent aspect of whom you are. The purest, most innocent aspect of who you are. And if you got all kinds of distraction, it could frustrate you out. So you got to put that kind of time into it. And so I apologize for it running a little late, but it is running a little late. Okay, so gonna read the card. This card symbolizes a different kind of strength built on the foundation of trusting your inner guidance. Not aggressive towards yourself or anyone else. It recognizes the need to honor everyone's feelings and rights. The message here is to stay internally focused upon your guidance. Keep your mind and your heart filled with faith, even if your path seems illogical and you feel anxiety or afraid. Immerse yourself in positive activities such as reading uplifting materials, listening to gentle music, and attending spiritual or religious gatherings that boost your faith. This card means that your outcome is dependent on keeping a positive mindset, which you do have control over. By choosing to pray for help and making the choices to keep your surroundings as positive as possible, you embody divine feminine strength, which is needed even if you're male. This is also a sign to stay strong within respect to your personal belief system and faith. About Dominite, this beautiful clouded like pearl scent stone is made of calcite and magnesium. It appears in the white and gray colors, as well as the pink shown in the angel's hands on this card. Okay. Pink Dominite had a soft and calming vibration, which is particularly supportive for feminine energy and health, including menstrual cycles. So, balancing out that divine feminine energy, bringing in that divine feminine light, building up your strength and your faith within yourself. And that's beautiful. So that's the circle of love. That is the circle of love. All right, guys. So I never remember my names. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry, honey. Okay. Well, there's a way to remember dreams, Nancy. You get a notebook and you write on it dream journal, okay, on the outside in whatever color comes to you. And then you open it up and you say, these are Nancy's dreams. I remember them. And then you put the date right above what day it is that you're going to bed. And right next to it, tonight I shall remember my dreams. I will write them out in the morning. And then you put a period there. And you wake up in the morning, you grab your book. After you go potty, get your coffee, you grab your book, you open it up, and you go, this is what my dream was. And then suddenly you'll start remembering your dreams. It's a beautiful way to channel with your dream world. So I hope that helps. And yeah, work with that. So I'm going to get on to the morning coffee show. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.